This man is performing as a polar bear. A tourist threw a bottle of Coke down. He immediately picked it up and drank it. The tourists got excited. Of course, that's not the only skill he has. He can spot a Coke in a pile of drinks at a glance. As more and more tourists arrive, the gorilla next door also imitated drinking, turning the zoo into an internet sensation. Every day, visitors are trampling the threshold of the door, and the turnover was skyrocketing. And Pete had done more than his share of the work. His boss was very satisfied. They gave him a promotion and a raise. When Pete casually asked how he was going to run the zoo, his heart sank to the bottom. It turned out that his boss had already sold the zoo. The only reason he asked him to save the zoo was to get a higher price for it, and told Pete to go back and tell them to pack up and leave. On the way back, Peter remembered how sad he was to be with them. He knew that the only reason they were still here was because they loved animals. He didn't expect to find a surprise from his colleagues to thank him. They said it was thanks to him that the zoo was saved. All his former colleagues are back and ready to resume their jobs. Looking at everyone's happy faces, Peter did not dare to tell the truth. At that moment, someone saw the demolition notice on the internet. Everyone fell silent. They all drove away. In the end, the room was the same 4 people. Anna wanted to solve the problem. She decided to take the initiative. First of all, she canceled the fees and opened it to the public for free. Then, when there were more tourists, she proposed a boycott. The rich woman who was about to buy the place was put on the spot. She decided to cancel the contract on the spot. The boss didn't want to miss out on the deal. And then Tom came in to make a report for money. He said that all the animals in the park were fake. The boss decided to check it out himself. If they were real, he could use it as a reason to get rid of them. When Peter got the news, he rushed to the park and found Anna. Tell her to tell everyone to take off their costumes and hide. The boss has already rushed to the polar bear. He was about to expose him on the spot. But this polar bear was the real thing. It just crushed his boss to the ground. The boss had the common sense to stay put. But he can't go on like this. Then Pete decided to put on his clothes to attract the attention of the polar bear. Under the cover of Pete, they rescued the boss.